movies, films, songs, commercials, any kind of television, and sometimes even books. So product placement can be visual, it can be audible, or it can be both, which would maximize the effect of persuasion. So this left picture is a picture of Lady Gaga, and it's one of her music videos, and she has a Diet Coke in her hair. So that may persuade you to want Diet Coke, or depending who you are, it might persuade you to not want Diet Coke. Then to the right there is the movie Ted, and there's Doritos, and then also if you look on the table, there's some beer. So this is a kind of persuasion in that it would be like a manly language. They see this film as like a manly, tough kind of thing. So they would associate Doritos and beer with that situation. So main points in product placement is visualization. So if you look into commercials, there's a lot of blue skies, happy faces, happy children, families, love lives, just like a lot of positive moods and like brightness. So this is just like a funny Buzz Lightyear thing saying product placement everywhere, because a lot of times consumers don't actually realize that they're being persuaded by product placement. So something specific in product placement is brand memory. So specifically, the companies want you to remember their brand. So it doesn't really matter how long you actually see the brand. As long as it's going through your head, you are likely to remember it. However, if you see it more often, you are likely to remember it more. So an example of that is like if you were to watch a commercial, and we'll watch a video of it at the very end. If you were to watch a commercial fully through on a brand, you might pay attention, you might not, but either way you saw the brand. But also if you were to fast forward to the commercial, your eyes would be glued to the TV as you fast forwarded it, and you would still see the brand. So then there is physiological persuading. So that's something we learned here in class about having a strong positive attitude, being confident about what they're saying, fitting to like social normalcies and social influences. So commercials can also do like fear effect, short supply, and then the sleeper effect, which we learned about also in class about not really remembering the source. So that happens a lot when you're fast forwarding commercials, because you're not actually seeing who's presenting the commercial, you're just seeing the brand. So this is very mathematical, and it's just kind of a quick little thing to basically show the data on visual attention. So it's basically what I just said about visual attention being measured in time, how much you see the product. So brand memory represents how much visual attention you get. So products and brands in television. This is something we talked about actually in class as well, where you see the Pringles right here. So you could be watching this television show and not be hungry at all, but suddenly see the Pringles and it go into your mind, like you see these people who you're watching on television, they're successful in getting on television, you would want to watch, or you would want to eat the Pringles as well. Then you've got American Idol up here, and this isn't necessarily the same exact kind of product placement, but the Coca-Cola cups just make you remember the brand Coca-Cola. And then over here you've got Friends, and he's eating like Captain Crunch, which is also like a type of product placement. So watching these television shows, you don't go into them thinking, I'm about to watch a television show that's going to make me want Pringles, make me want Captain Crunch. Like, you don't know that you're going to be persuaded, so your conscious effect is off, and you're not really paying attention to it. So eye tracking to understand